Let's go fucking live. Let's go live. Let's go live. Ah, there we are. Can you see my screen, can't you, Chris? See that button there? Insert ad. I think if I push that now, we're going to insert an ad. Do you know what I mean? I mean, not that I want to. Insert ad. Unable to create highlight. Interesting. Unable to add stream marker. Interesting. Hello, everybody. Let's get on the stream now so I can see what that is saying. Oh, no. Reconnection successful. So does that mean OBS is going to give us shit? Kung Fu Chew boys, oh, is the stream gone off, bruh? It's your fault, Chris.
What's going on, man?
Don't know, it's all your fault, mate.
Standard.
Manuel, thumbs down. Thumbs down. Oh, fucking thumbs down, you. Only joking. Give us a minute. Hello, Scott. Hello, Scott. Hello, Scott. From Scott. Scott. Hello, Scott. 12% CPU. What's going on? Let's get the house coat on. Just gone dead hot. Right.
No sound. You got desktop audios down in it. It's on mute.
What do you mean my desktop audio's on mute?
Is there one muted there?
Don't be silly, mate. Stop throwing. Shh.
Manuel said no sound.
Shh. Manuel said no sound. Manuel's lying. Do yourself a favour, Manuel. Grab your remote and knock it up, mate. You know, like, unmute your TV, lad. Nah, but Chris, talk.
Hello? Hello?
There you
Hello?
go. Registering audio, registering my audio. If YouTube ain't having that, then something's going on. Something's going on. I don't know regarding price. It's Chris from CryptoPunk. Greetings, Oklahoma.
What's happening,
yes,
Kobe?
Colbert. Manuel, was you muted telling me? Right, the UK Treasury classifies XRP as non-security asset. For people who don't want to waffle along with us about this and don't want to discuss it and all that, just legitimately, links in the description, come to this page. The report is linked at the top there, and when you click that report, you're going to come to this, right? Go and read the document if you want, or stay here and we'll discuss a little bit of it. It is hanging straight at the moment, right? Strange less, because of how I'm sat, I think. Usually to the left, though. To the left, to the left. Right, in a report, the UK Treasury described in detail the current regulatory landscape surrounding crypto assets in the UK, and they go into a lot of depth. There's a hell of a lot of pages in that. As per the report, there are three broad categories of digital tokens: e-money tokens, security tokens, and unregulated. In the report, XRP, along with Ether and Bitcoin, have been classified as exchange tokens, a subcategory of unregulated tokens. So, people are going to fight that, saying that it's a subcategory of unregulated tokens, so they're actually not regulated yet. But the fact of the matter is they've been put in a class with each other. So, although you can argue they're not fully regulated yet, you can't argue against the fact that they're actually getting segregated into the subcategories and categories that they're supposed to be in. We can come to here. It mentions XRP once. There's one mention of XRP in the exchange tokens section. Exchange tokens that are primarily used as a means of exchange. This includes widely known crypto assets such as Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP. So they're exchange tokens, and put it in a sense of a multifunctional asset, the bridge asset, the digital bridge asset, exchange token, exchange currency, whatever you want to. It fits in. It fits in. I'm good, thanks, Colby. Hope you're well, mate. I've just actually had 2 waffles with some sausage, bacon, and egg. It was beautiful, Kung Fu Tuber.
Yeah, they weren't blue, though.
No, they wasn't blue waffles. Price won't move much this year. Price increases in XRP corridors are pushing. Now, let's just the SEC, they're holding it back, disrupting it, as Chris said. They just seem clueless. They really, really do. Like, they seem clueless. So we can't deny the fact that half of the world is moving forward and regulating and all this stuff. And some of the world's just, nah. Now, don't get me wrong, I say they're hindering it and they're dawdling. I don't believe the American government is and the American institutions are. I think they're packing bags and shit. I think what I mean is they're about to lock out the general public of America. I'm extremely interested in what happens post 19th, 20th when you can no longer trade it on Coinbase, you can no longer trade it on Binance US. If you're not with Uphold in the US, you won't be able to trade. If you haven't got a platform, you're not covering your ass to be able to trade it post 20th. You're going to be locked out. Not only will you not be able to sell it on a US exchange or a US-based exchange, you're not going to be able to buy it on a US-based exchange. That says to me, the price could start moving. Dip to 20 cents, manual there. Everyone's looking at it. I'm inclined to think that we're going to get a little dip throughout the whole market towards the end of the month, and then we're fucking off. We're gone. See your clarity starts coming through, and God knows what, but that's just what I think. Not exactly what's going to happen, do you know what I mean? What do you think, price-wise, Chris? You think it's going to go another massive dip yet? 10, 12k?
Well,
or 20k, 25k? Calling
Bitty.
Bitcoin, yeah.
I don't know. I don't reckon it's going to be as harsh as what we've seen previous years. Like, there's a lot of money in the market now, isn't there? You know, it's not like when it was worth 250 billion and someone pulls out a few billy, it just sends the whole market down. Now it's like,
I can easily see up to half of the value currently in Bitcoin moving to alts within 3 weeks, mate. I'm not even joking.
Man, it's got to be soon, hasn't it?
And I'm not saying within 3 weeks from now. I'm saying that's how long it legitimately could take without just.
Some of the alts are popping off now. Look at Polkadot earlier, man. I got out of my Polkadot earlier, and then it just goes to $10.50. Screwing.
News from HS. Fuck HSBC. HSBC, mate.
They're doing themselves out of a trick.
Fuck away from them, bro.
Yeah, I stopped using them a few years ago.
Dude, you're having a bad feeling about X because of HSBC. Well, I tend to listen to HM Treasury
and
on UK matters before I listen to fucking Hong Kong Bank.
Pix, did you know that Larson was on one of the boards at HSBC? So I'm sure it's all part of the show.
I want to read the foreword, and then if anyone wants to actually go to the document and read it in detail themselves, they can do. But I just want to read this to highlight how far along the UK government would seem compared to people like the SEC, the SEC's trying to pull it all down.
Mm.
Or rather, it would seem they are, but I legitimately just think they're blocking people out for the foreseeable future. And they'll let them back in when XRP's at a new all-time high. In 2018, the government launched a cross-authority task force with the aim of exploring the impact of a rapidly developing crypto asset market. At the time, the task force found that distributed ledger technology, DLT, could have a significant impact across a range of industries, with a potential to deliver real benefits for financial services. It also judged that the crypto asset market was at an immature stage of development, and that there was limited evidence of the current generation of crypto assets delivering benefits. It's just not true. It's not true. Don't tell me you didn't know XRP could provide banking and financial benefits in 2018, because I fucking knew it could. So don't tell me Scott Pratt can know it can and the HMRC can't. I was going to read all six paragraphs, but fuck them now. Fuck them. If you're going to fucking lie, fuck off. Fuck off. Do you know what, right? The fact of the matter is, here's the facts. Let's fax it, eh? XRP mentioned once by HMR Treasury. There you fucking go, right? Mentioned as an exchange token. Done my head in that, mate. Legitimately, that's just wrong. You can't be putting that in paragraph number 1, man, when we know it's wrong.
I think there's an address.
2 years on, the landscape is changing. So-called stablecoins could pave the way for faster, cheaper payments. Cheaper than XRPL, mate.
Yeah, they're not talking about essential or anything. Maybe that's a DLT they're on about.
Making it easier for people to pay for things or store their money. It's also increasing evidence that DLT could have significant benefits for capital markets, potentially fundamentally changing the way they operate. But as will always be the case with rapid evolving landscape, these developments could pose a range of risks to consumers and, depending on their uptake, to the stability of the financial system. This is why, at the last budget, the Chancellor announced that we would be consulting on our response to the challenges and opportunities posed by these innovations. The UK has long been recognised as a world leader in financial technology. We are committed to maintaining this position. In practice, that means creating a regulatory environment in which firms can innovate while crucially maintaining the highest regulatory standards so that people can use technologies reliably and safely. This is essential for confidence in the financial system more broadly. Crypto assets and the current regulatory landscape. Impacted, yeah, because it's only because of COVID-19, innit, mate? Oh, it's all because of the impact of COVID. Financial innovation has seen rapid change over recent years, accelerated further by the impact of COVID-19. I think what they meant to say was financial innovation has seen rapid change over recent years, accelerated further mostly by shit banking. Shit chancellors and shit politicians talking about it's because of COVID. No, it's not. It was COVID in 2008 as well. 2008.
And 87 and...
Tell you what, COVID... Fuck off, man. Yes, June! Hey! It's Jason. Devon. Chris. The banks were starting to get cool with the idea of making their own coins until they realised it didn't work that way with blockchain. What they want to do, they've gone from just having a CBDC now, if you look at what Ukraine are doing, and I think the rest will follow. They've gone from releasing a universal CBDC to what sounds like there's going to be national stable coins, what your citizens use, CBDCB, like the B type, and then there'll be a CBDC A type that's legitimately the central banker's coin that only the central bank can use and will pass to other central banks possibly. You have to keep tabs on the Ukraine shit, excuse me, because they are legitimately the first central banks and government that have actually heard legitimately come out and say that we're going to have a CBDC for the central bankers
Notorious.
and the national stable coin for the citizens. So yes, notorious. What's happening, bruh? Hope you're well. If they lose, have a case to make XRP a good stable coin and Flare as decentralized currency. No, Chris, no. Are you gonna make XRP a stable coin?
They'll issue stable coins on the XRPL. Like they do with Ether, making ERC20 tokens and issue them on the Ether chain. That's exactly what they'll be doing.
Was that not yesterday's video?
Probably. Yeah, in fact, it was. You covered it.
Like, did I not cover that?
Because
Yesterday.
they even said that.
that.
Nice one. Yeah, they even said it, didn't they, Ripple, in their article this week. I guess just reading headlines, you've got to read them all. This is where like Flare comes in because it's DeFi for XRP in it. That's what it's all going to be.
Oh, there's the new tools, the issuance, the issuer tool, or whatever. Like I say, I'm not. People want deep, fundamental explanations. You need to chase the links yourself. You really. What's this now? What's that dot there? Reddit, mate. I would have read it, but I couldn't because I read it. Mate, I'm supposed to read, like, Get that. 5th of June 22 is not. No. Get off. News. Oh my god.
Stablecoins on the XRPL or stablecoins that run on the XRPL. Surely it'd be the same as any ERC20. It'll just run on. I don't know.
Right. David Schwartz explains the feature and benefits of XRP General Ledger. The financial institutions, mate. Mate, come on, bruh. No, I'm not agreeing now. You can get... No. Off. Agree to... Mate, did you see her then pop up and try and swipe me, you dirty little bitch? Get the fuck off me fucking desktop. Brave! Where's Brave? Why am I not using Brave?
Brave just be like,
we start again?
Cookies.
David Schwartz explains the features and benefits of XRP General Ledger for financial institutions. He's looking to issue a stable coin. In the post, the CTO highlights the features of decentralization, scalability, speed. It enables a cost reduction offered by XRP Ledger. It then states that the platform's issued currency functionality is being designed to allow financial institutions to create, issue, and manage any asset. This includes stable currencies. The process of issuing asset classes only requires the financial institution to set up an XRPL node. Thus, institutions can open a sender account and choose the desired configuration options for that particular stablecoin. Then issuers can connect the node to the bank's payment network or to the payment network of the stable issuer. The next step is to create a wallet that will contain the funds of the issuer. It also consists of submitting the creation of stablecoins transaction on the XRP ledger. In this way, the entity will have access to their account credentials to proceed with the configuration of the stablecoin according to their needs and requirements. So XRP is a neutral asset for stablecoin issuers. In conjunction with the currency issuance feature, the XRP Ledger platform offers decentralized exchange DEX facilities. The exchange between assets issued over the network, including the native XRP asset. It also has features allowing interoperability of payments. It allows the reception of assets at a low cost and the use of XRP as a relay asset. It's very interesting. Oh, well done! You've read the entire article. Let's give yourself a pat on the back. David Schwartz is almost definitely a registered genius. You only have to get fucking 140 in an IQ test to be a genius, I think. No,
yeah, Scott.
160. 160.
Did you see Schwartz, he said recently, XRP owners or whatever could vote to erase the escrowed XRP.
Put it one way, Manuel. It's 160 to be a genius, and the last IQ test I did, I got 138. And he's a hell of a lot smarter than me, so I'd imagine, yeah, he's a genius. I'm classed as moderately gifted by Mensa at a 138. Gifted being above 140. And then 140 to 160 being gifted, and then it's genius. But that's the Mensa scale. It would be interesting to see what voting went down about the escrowed XRP. I wouldn't vote to erase it at all. Why would we erase the escrow? Protects the fucking ledger long term. Protects long-term liquidity. Or liquidity. Brett Garland, I was viewing the app. It was fucking getting to me, that Reddit page, mate. Proper getting to me. Can we actually find the tweets? Ripple CEO in the tweets, in the bleep, blip, 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 right. Twitter. What's that doing? Trying to share it? Go away. Excuse me. Bank of England. Anyone who bought XRP is a 160. Finding people for going shops, mate. Someone, if you try finding me for going shop, mate, it's not going to end that. It's not going to end well, that. It's literally going to end up with a cop bleeding and me just accepting an assault charge, because I'd legitimately rather be put back on tag than let that prick walk away after booking me. I'll take a 6-month tag for smacking a dickhead in the face, me. I don't give a shit. Done it before, do it again. Actually kicked him in his head, but you know. Just another assaulting a police officer charge on me, Rex. What the fuck? I'm what? Not fining me like that without getting a busted lip, the prick. And I'll legitimately just say, keep your hands off me. You're not stopping me because I've done fuck all wrong. I'm walking down the street and I'm going home. Touch me, I'm going to smack you. You fucking work for me, dickhead. You're a public servant. So sit the fuck down. Your boss is here. Who the fuck are the SEC to demand the escrow is to get rid of? You're talking about a global asset, mate. Who the fuck did it? Who do you think they are, Devon? Bro, nah. Who, mate? No. The SEC's in America. They are not stopping me, a UK citizen, using an asset that's been defined in the UK as an exchange token. The SEC can get fucked, mate. Who the fuck they think they are? I don't know, but they're not limiting me. They don't affect me at all. They've got no bearing or law over me. They hold no grip on me and my assets. US based commission, mate. It's nothing to do with me. I don't know who the fuck they think they are. Now the IMF is a different story. If we start saying the IMF take control of the escrow, that's a completely different story. The SEC is a national regional commission. The Securities and Exchange Commission. It's not. It means nothing to me, that shit. When's the start of high value payments with ODL? Probably mid 2025. Probably mid 2025. And if you think ODL's doing high value payments before then, all day, every day, high value. Years, mate. In my opinion. It's just my opinion, that. Escrow IMF emergency bailout capital. I don't think the IMF are going to take control of the escrow. I think the IMF will actually start purchasing it, though, at a reduced price.
The bailouts are going on now, aren't they?
Imagine next month, right, February, a billion's released from the escrow. What if the ones that weren't sold, instead of going back, went to the IMF? Would there be uproar about that? Would people be unhappy about that, or would everyone be okay with it? Because the IMF ain't giving it, are only giving it countries that need aid, that ask the IMF for aid, as far as I'm aware. Interesting, how would people feel if the IMF got in control of the escrow, or simply was just given what wasn't sold each month? Yeah, I should record it, so let it go.
Cool.
Ripple are currently a US company. They're looking at moving, mate, because of the SEC. And they've also got a registered office in the UK and Japan. So they can move like that, mate, and just reincorporate in other countries. Make no mistake.
Cameron, bruh, again, man, come on, bruh. What are we gonna do when XRP is confirmed as security by the courts? Probably buy more.
Let me speak that language. That's my answer, mate. Because that's all I heard then.
I'm tired of that question now.
I'm fucking sick of people thinking it's going to be a security.
It's been like a hot topic for a while now.
What are you going to do, Cameron? What are you going to do? You tell me what you're going to do, mate. Because I'm holding mine. Don't need to keep asking me.
If it was in the I don't know, worst case scenario, it is classed as security. Wouldn't you own a bit of Ripple?
Jews come up like that damn thing, Scott. You like the blue smoke. Yeah, and what's happening at the moment, Devon? US customers being locked out of XRP.
It's not protecting them.
No, it's not. It's not even that. He was fined by. He's just put. He was fined by the SEC. Yet the crypto code was actually Canadian. If your company does business in the States, the SEC have some jurisdiction. Yeah, they do. Ripple don't sell to retail investors in the States, mate. So what you again? Ripple ain't selling to me. I ain't bought off Ripple, bro. You haven't. It's not. Yeah, the FUD's strong, and it's not necessarily. It's fear. It's just that fear and uncertainty that's been put in the market by people.
Here, fine, move on. End of
Honestly, this is affecting me about as much as it would if the FBI said no one's having guns anymore, and Congress just said no more fucking guns. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, it makes no difference to us.
Doesn't affect me at all. At all. Doesn't affect me at all. Oh, the fucking Capitol get raided. Who gives a shit, mate? Who cares? All this school dinner bullshit. Like no one's fucking starving in Africa. Sort your fucking necks out.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Everyone's like, oh, this company made a profit. Yeah, so did Tesco last week while 100,000 people were starving in Manchester. And what? You know, you're going to moan at Tesco for making a profit. And Asda, and Sainsbury's, and Morrison's, and Marks and Spencer's, and every other grocer on the planet that turns a profit. You're going to bitch at the farmers for not just giving his shit away to starving people. Sort your fucking necks out. And tell you what, go to work tomorrow for free, you fucking dickhead. Do you know what I mean? That's like what I'm saying to people, mate. Like, I don't understand what some people's mentalities just absolutely. I feel like Rick looking about at a load of fucking idiots. Idiots everywhere, would they? Like fucking Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, it's taken like 4 years already, Pix.
It's going to get dropped in February, mate. And it's going to run to a new all-time high. And Americans are going to be dashing back to exchanges as fast as they fucking can to rebuy it, mate. And then
Jason, just come to the UK, innit?
Jason,
just cash out here.
We'll meet you in Portugal in 2024, mate. Real talk. I'm not joking. Chris's little nervous giggle there because he don't expect to be watching from me there that soon, but you will be, mate. We're going Portugal. Almost definitely. It's not set in stone, but we will have a property in Portugal. I don't give a fuck if I just have to fly over there to cash out and then fly somewhere else. We're going somewhere where it's either zero or next to zero tax on crypto. No, but this is what I'm getting at, Devin. Like,
there ain't no cash where we're going.
Ripple don't sell to retail investors, so the SEC can't sue Ripple for selling to retail investors in the States because they didn't. They try to sue Brad Garlinghouse and charge Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson for who they sold their personal stacks to. But because that wasn't Ripple's stacks, that was their personal stacks, apparently. Not seen the transactions. Don't know, don't care. I couldn't give a shit. That's like bitching because Henry Ford sold a car. Sort your necks out. The Bahamas is tax-free soon. I want you all to imagine you just set up a company that was going to do something to do with payments or gaming, and you had a digital asset with it, a crypto asset. Are you just giving every single fucking asset away? Just giving them all away, yeah? Your company's not going to make shit off them.
Yeah, you want to lock some up, or
I don't understand what people expected Ripple to do.
You got to keep liquidity, don't you, or whatever? Some sort of, you know. Otherwise, everyone will just sell them, wouldn't they?
On one hand, you've got people who want to use a new asset, BTC, and want it to revolutionise finance, but want laws and regulations around it off the people that they want to get away from. Like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? And then you've got one XRP that goes, oh, right, well, it seems like everyone in the crypto space is going to want regulatory clarity in the end, so we might as well work with the regulators for 10 years. There's 2 years left, if you was wondering. It's been 8.
And this has been known for years.
Mate, we've said it all the time. If you was a banker and you wanted to prove a system, what better time frame is a decade? If you go 2 or 3 decades, you're just taking the piss. You're likely going to come up with a little bit of better tech. If you just go here, do you know what I mean? But you're setting a standard over a decade, and we're 2 years away from that standard being set over 10 years. It's legitimately just been popping off like that, and everyone's going to go, yeah, but Scott, what about the fucking, the first few fucking blocks and all that? Yeah, well, shit has bugs, mate. When you first build something, it tends to have bugs. Do you know what I mean? Like when go back to Henry Ford when he sold his first car, and they wrapped up, and they flew straight through the fucking window and died. They didn't pay for that, did they? Sometimes it don't quite go as you planned. David Schwartz is clearly an intelligent man, and I believe everything he says. I'm not going to lie. And people can say that's naivety because the guy used to be NSA and shit, but at the end of the day, used to is a major word in that sentence for me. Not currently working for them, is he? He's an advisor. I won't deny that. But he doesn't get a wage off him anymore, so... Jason, I think it's getting booted out, me, mate. I think when the new SEC guys get in, I think they're just going to go, what the fuck's this bullshit? It's been classified as a currency by FinCEN. UK have got it as an exchange token. Japan are already fucking using it. What the fuck's going on? Get it off my fucking desk. Get it off my desk.
It was the Brian Brooks thing, like a day after that come out, wasn't it? Saying that he's all given the green light to the banks to use stablecoins and all that, connect to public ledgers. Like, that is the same thing. Like, that's what all this is about. It's just too convenient.
And I mean, I don't want to about Portugal as well. Picks. You've seen the drugs policy, yeah? It's not just crypto, lad. Have you seen that drugs policy? Portugal, 0. Is it still 0? Portuguese tax customs authority has announced that buying or selling cryptocurrency in Portugal is tax-free. However, Portugal has taken the opposite tack. It made clear that buying or selling cryptocurrencies would not be subject to capital gains taxes or value-added tax. It does seem that it's a good way to go. I mean, there's clarity here. I'm just going to give you the link to this in the description so everyone can go and get a little bit of clarity off Forbes and chase any other links inside it, and you'd make your own mind up. But that's where you really want to be looking, is which countries offer the best taxation releases upon cashing out. Portugal. Drug decriminalisation. Oh, it's changed the game. Did they decriminalise the possession of all drugs in 2001? This means that while it is no longer a criminal offence to possess drugs for personal use, it is still an administrative violation punishable by penalties such as fines or community service. So don't walk the streets too much with it on you, basically. But when you get home, good to fucking go. No matter what the neighbours say. Do you know what I'm saying? Portugal just seems a place to go. And I mean, and look into it. Don't just take my word for it. Oh, it's just a potty. He wants to go over there. But as well leave it. No, it's actually lowered crime. It's done this and that. Read into it. I'm actually gonna thingy it. And the main thing from it is the AIDS bit as well. A bit. I just seen it pop up then. Most notably, HIV infections and drug-related deaths have decreased, while the dramatic rise in use feared by some has failed to materialise. So everyone expected a massive rise in drug use that didn't come, but a massive reduction in crime did come. And also HIV infections, not just crime, actual disease. It's affecting disease, lowering disease. Just because they decriminalised possession. Absolutely unbelievable. Portugal, place to go. Jason Biden, man. Like Americans, a lot of Americans, I've got a hell of a lot of American friends on Facebook and all that, but I do not know how the fuck he got in. I'm I'm stuttering. I'm lost for fucking words when I think about it. Biden's owned by China.
Oh. Bet he's making a move.
I mean, I shared this today, just now. Can you believe this is the new POTUS? Oh, where's that going? Did I click? Did I click anything, bro? I've been going slow lately, bro. Can you believe this is the new POTUS? Can anyone even begin to justify this as normal behaviour? I mean, I want seriously, like. Yeah, it's... Whoa! Didn't want that.
You see the news over here? They've been saying.
Do you know what gets me?
He's got a stammer.
Nah, do you know what gets me about this video more than anything? Is not the fact that he's grabbing shoulders, or he's grabbing waist, or he's grabbing arms like that. It's when he keeps grabbing and pulling them too when they try to move away. That's when it gets proper creepy. When he switches from an arm to a waist. Why switch? When he's got an arm and has to touch a waist. Why'd you have to touch the torso, bro? Why'd you have to touch the torso? And it's the fact that the edge... Look at her, she's edging away. She's cringing, man. She's trying to smile for the cameras. He just kissed her fucking temple while she's trying to get away. That's what's doing it for me. It's like, mate... It's not the fact that he's just holding shoulders and he's doing this and that. It's the fact that when they're clearly creeped out a little bit and they're like, can you give me some personal space? He's fucking in there. That's, mate, you can't, no one in the world is going to be able to tell me that he's not got that many family members, bro. They're not all his fucking grandkids. Do you know what I mean? No fucking chance. I can buy that a few of them are because that's what they shared about Trump. Have you seen it with Ivanka? They share Trump with his fucking daughter in thing when she's proper young, and making it look like it's just some random girl that he's hugging, and they even put him next to Epstein on a fake picture and that, but they don't do shit with him. Trump's banned from social media, but you can still watch child porn. What the fuck's all that about? Seriously, bro, like, yeah.
Remember he was calling for violence like 4 years ago?
All of them except Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
And
now it's like being all taken down off social media. Now the other side are fucking doing it. It's a joke, man. But there we go. Bitty's taken off. I was trying to.
Right, what happened was they sat back and realised that Trump was making a few people realise that we was getting the technology and the level playing field and that we was going to be able to challenge politicians, not only for us to vote in laws with them, to vote in regulation and legislation with them, but to actually start to begin to control and monitor them the way we should be doing. After all, we choose who gets in, and they're supposed to be doing a job for us, so we should be monitoring the way that job's done. I think people started realising it, right? But I think so did the politicians. What the politicians have done now, instead of making the people's vote go against the politicians, the people's vote now goes against COVID. So however the way they can spin it, they will just use COVID. Mate, we've been on here talking about chips in your hand and tracking and all this, and everyone's like, nope. And 75% of people are basically almost queuing up to get vaccinated and tracked by a vaccinated passport, just so they can go on holiday. So, oh no, I'm never having a chip, mark of the beast, blah, blah, blah. Oh, do you want to go Tenerife this year though, don't you? Yeah, well, get shot and sign there. Picture, smile, chink. Do you know what I mean? It's madness. It's like it's just every bit of it's just pushing the digital revolution, but it's kind of tipping back to their scale now. It scares me, mate. If we was to go to a vote for the people who would have so-called woken up to the new tech and the power it's going to have against the rest of them, would lose, mate.
I think all this was going on though in like the mainstream with
Yes,
the voting.
Gio. Good, mate. Good, thanks.
All that, it's all pushing. It's pushing everything towards blockchain. You know, it's pushing the voting. It's pushing a police state with a digital ID, censorship of the internet. It's all pushing everything towards decentralization. So really, all this is great for us. But yeah, it is what it is. They want trouble in America. They're going to let this boil over.
PwC.com, because they're fucking on it. Accelerate the digital agenda for restart post-COVID. So we understand you didn't want to be tracked. We understand you didn't want this. We understand you don't want that. But COVID, mate. We're going to have to, mate. Because of COVID, mate. The EU's refocusing on the digital agenda amid COVID-19, the cloud digital agenda post-COVID-19, how COVID has accelerated the NHS digital agenda, digital adoption through COVID-19 and beyond, COVID boost digital agenda across asset managers, the NHS digital agenda in the COVID era, why we must take the widescreen view, accelerating the rise of the digital economy. A great reset. It legitimately is the reset, but this is the thing. How, like, Fama Seven said it right there. Like, he's put it in the right words as well, because we spoke about reset the other year and the economic reset and monetary reset and all this. And it was legitimately all to do with bad banking and bad economics. QE and Q, all that bullshit, right? QE and QT. But if you now go the Great Reset, it's legitimately because of COVID. The Great Reset is a proposal by the World Economic Forum to rebuild the economy sustainably following the COVID-19 pandemic. It was unveiled in March 2020 by the United Kingdom's Prince Charles. Remember that speech? That's not when we all found out it was getting an economic reset at all. We found out in 2018.
Yeah, and before, wasn't it? Picking it up in the news.
It was a little bit before. That's why you've got that 2017 search there. Great Reset 2017 in the history. That's actually an history one.
That's when we started making it at the start of 2017. And it took that full year.
There you go. Forbes knew. This article is more than 3 years old. We're coming to a period I call the Great Reset. John Mauldin knew. Senior contributor. President of Mauldin Economics. Man knew. He knew. I bet Mauldin Economics is doing fucking sick at the moment, 3 years on from that. As it is, we will have to deal with the largest twin bubbles in the history of the world. One of those bubbles is global debt, especially government debt. The other is the even larger bubble of government promises. These promises add up to hundreds of trillions of dollars. That's vastly larger than global GDP. There are real problems we must face. It will mean forging a new social contract. It will also require changes to taxes and the economy. I believe that within the next 5 to 10 years, we will have to end debt and government promises. What I mean by government promises are pensions and healthcare benefits. Governments assume that taxes would cover the immediate cost. It's actually pretty interesting. This is the worst recovery ever. After a big recession, debt is usually reduced. That is what many expected in 2009. Individuals in some countries did reduce their debts. That's what happened in the US. But governments and corporations did not reduce their debt. And as of 2014, the global debt rose to 199 trillion. It grew 57 trillion in just the previous 7 years. That's about 8 trillion a year. But it's fucking wrong, that's what it is. I'm legitimately just going to throw this in the chat for you for anyone who wants to chase it up and read the rest of it, because I'm not going to go through it all. It's extremely interesting, but there's legitimate. Forbes knew about a great reset 3 years ago, so why the hell are everyone else saying that it's just due to COVID now? It's legitimately because the sheep won't look. The sheep were not looking at it 3 years ago. It's as simple as that. The people in the know knew, and the people who didn't don't. And they'll never believe you now. Go and search a great reset now. It's on Wikipedia saying COVID, so nah, it's all bullshit with that Forbes article or not. Yes, John, I'm good, thanks. Reckon. Rock on 1122. If you like XRP, you will see more shitcoin pop up with no use case. If I saw you pop up out there, mate, I'd drop you with my ledger wallet, mate. Good use case for XRP, that. Nah, real talk, mate, without like, I'm just having a fucking laugh, obviously, but why is it a shitcoin, mate, with no use case? Explain. Or shut the fuck up. Cotty pumping. Message is retracted. DH12. I'm feeling it's going to either be a bit sideways or dip until February, end of January. And then I feel like we could be off to the races very soon, and it might do a little bit of a moonshot. Interesting, Scotty, bullish. I think during the Spanish flu as well, it's a completely different time, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? You not long come out of a world war. Been of a hell of a lot of dead and that all about. Everyone fucking sailing back to where they'd come from. Am I aiming for 20k XRP? Possibly. If we get another year, and we ain't, I don't think, but if we get another year of it at these levels, then I think by the end of summer, I will turn back to XRP and pump it to 20k. But in the meantime, mate, the wages for the foreseeable future are looking to diversify, so I just don't know. I don't know. Not that I'm not willing to buy XRP at $1. I just don't think I'm going to have $5,000 throwaway this year to get another like 5k XRP at $1, or just I don't think I'll have that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how much work comes in, how many hours get done and that, and just go from there basically. Look at a bit of diversity. Chris, I meant to say to you before, mate, that dot was always flying up by Friday because I want some. Told you, didn't I? I said it last week.
It's literally as soon as I hit the sell button today, bang. I was like, oh my god. There we go.
I got Mizilica.
I had to have some isolation period resources, so I needed to sell a bit. So I can always get it back. So it's always going to be there, isn't it? So hopefully if it's not like $100 by next Friday.
Yeah. It's got on Twitter. What's everyone saying on tweet?
Already on there these days, Twitter.
Because I signed in. Yay! Did anyone notice? Finally signed into the Windows. Right, Jason, DH12. I think the suit and the dip, I think the suit has caused the dip across XRP at least the other week. that good that the SEC and the American government seem to want to lock a load of Americans out, and not just lock existing American potential investors out, but actually shake some existing ones out. Some long time hodlers have legitimately ditched their XRP on this news. And I just feel that once the Americans are locked out, during February or even at the end of January, you're going to see that dip end and most of the alts go back to all-time highs. Do you know what I mean? Did Ether break its all-time high, Chris?
No.
See, it didn't even... It got close, man. Let's not sit here like
98%.
It's not been close. It fucking got close.
98% on it.
No cigar. No cigar.
I reckon it's going to go straight through it like Bitcoin did.
Mate,
it's just going to
I reckon less than 10 assets have hit their all-time high recently. I
Mm.
know because I hold them. I know VeChain did. We all know Bitcoin did. Beyond that, I actually don't know. I'd have to look at which ones have actually got to do all-time highs, but an handful did, but nowhere near compared to the amount that did in 2018. So this alt season that everyone feel like we entered, that's what I think you'll see at some point in February, truly kick in. And sadly, most Americans are going to be locked out until the suit's sorted and the SEC just let it go. It's as simple as that. Because Chris made a great point and other people have made a great point. Let's imagine Ripple lose. We're all owed dividends off their earnings.
Win-win.
Like, they
and
can't,
you get
like,
your fucking XRP back.
Well, we're not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't go to the SEC and claim. But anyone in America who holds XRP at that point can say, I hold a security off Ripple. It's been declared a security, and I haven't seen any dividends. I haven't seen any benefits. So what's going on? And then you end up suing Ripple for selling you a security but not giving you the benefits of a security.
Get shares and pay for your XRP back.
Exactly, man.
And get your fair tokens.
There's almost no way they're going to lose. Like, it almost sounds
too good to be true. No, it's just it'll be a non thing. Like come and 6 months down the line, we'll forget it was even a thing. To be honest, I forgot 4 years ago when I got told about this.
So ADA's ADA. Adia. Mate, I've got people telling me online, some saying it's Adia, so they put ADYA. I've got June saying it's AYDA.
It's ADA, isn't it? It's named after Ada Lovelace, the mathematician.
Yeah, but the way you say it, it's Ada, innit? Because we're saying it as abbreviation.
ADA.
Do you know what I mean? It's like me calling the SEC the SEC. Not many Americans do that, mate, but we speak abbreviations at times, don't we, in Britain? So I might call the SEC, and someone from America's like, who the fuck's you mean, the SEC? Do you mean the SEC? Because they'll say it in the letters mostly. Just like saying feds instead of FBI, really. You've abbreviated federal into feds instead of
like
FBI.
Asking you if you've got a spare fag I can have.
Takes too long to say. Like FBI, like feds. Like us, innit? We slang to death and slur like fuck manx. Like, I don't think you do it as much. How'd you say I don't know fast to your mates, Chris?
I don't know, mate. A bit like that, really. I don't know, mate.
You don't know. We say I don't know. That's actually what will come out when we're doing it fast. Like, what you're up to? What you're up to later? I don't know.
I was about that.
I don't know.
Sunshine.
We're saying that I don't know as basically I don't know. I don't know.
You do, don't you, do? That's a bit Scouser, isn't it, that?
You do, don't you, do?
Remember that from this fucking Fast Show, isn't it? God, what a show that was.
Ada. Or Adia. I'm sorry, Jude. I was fucking about. See ya. The CIA. See ya. Algo pays what?
Yeah, Algo does the same on Coinbase. I got some for my mate, and it's sat in my Coinbase account earning rewards. It's just same as Tezos and Cosmos on there as well.
So they just have to be in the wallet?
Yeah.
On whatever exchange you bought them on? Like VeChain and Veto?
Yeah, I know you can buy it on Coinbase, and if you keep it in the wallet there, it will just stake it automatically, like the others.
ADA. But that's ADA then, innit? AY. ADA.
The poor one was called Ada, not Ada.
Where's your algo, Scott? Where's yours, Chris? Coinbase.
Coinbase, he'll have it there as well because Tezos does it too. I quite like Coinbase on the desktop, seeing all those numbers just constantly crunching.
I've not used it.
I think you're going to be able to do Stellar soon as well. Stellar's going proof of stake in it, which is that's another thing I thought was quite strange. Because aren't they proof POC?
What?
Stellar. I thought it was like Ripple, like proof of consensus or whatever.
Isn't it?
They're going proof of stake. Unless I was dreaming last night. And I just thought it seemed a bit sort of backwards, but maybe they can't bring like a thing like Flare to the table. Like, God knows. Probably find out now I was dreaming. Where is it? Consensus. See if I can find the thing.
Whoa.
It's bugging me now where I seen this yesterday. Yeah, Stellar does not rely on proof of stake, but June, help us out here. Did I put this in the chat the other night?
Yeah, sorry I'm quiet. I'm fucking scam reading.
See. Yeah, Coinbase is an off ramp. I use it in and out of like other banks.
Interesting.
I can't find that thing. I must have been dreaming about that shit.
Is Coinbase a fiat off ramp? Yeah? On and off? Is it free or just cheaper on Pro, Chris?
No idea. I don't use Pro.
It's free or cheaper on Pro. So if you feel like your Coinbase fees are taking the piss,
It's OTC, isn't it? Coinbase Pro.
Bounce over to Pro. and try it on there, and you'll get the transaction a lot cheaper. I don't know the annual limit, don't know the withdrawal limit. I think it starts at 5k and then they bounce it at 25k pretty quick.
Depends how much you suck them off, basically.
Yeah, basically depends how much you put on.
It'll go up pretty quickly.
I think it might go up slower on Pro, with it being free or cheaper.
On my app, it's like, I think it's like 25k a day, is it?
Sounds right.
So it isn't too bad, is
Said
it?
25. Did have 5 up to 25. Yeah, it sounds right, that.
And I think Wirex is like, I don't think Wirex is even 10. I think it's like 7.5k maybe.
$25 a day.
The annual limit to withdraw. I've not had that problem really, Brad.
25 times daily.
The day I get to the point where I'm
25k
like,
a day is the annual limit. They're giving it you daily. They're not going to give you annual when they give you a day one. So it's 365 times 25k. That's
True.
Legitimately what the annual one will be.
$250,000 a year.
Yeah, John Edwards, man, has been, and a couple of people. I've had a Wirex one recently as well, I think. A Coinbase one recently. John was Coinbase. I think someone else was. Oh, and I get bad empathy, man. You know, people I don't even know messaging me like, oh, mate, I don't know whether you can help, but this black, and I'm like, fuck. Proper get bad empathy and just really wish I could just fucking click it and it was all sorted, but yeah, John, it's fucking nasty. You need to just go. Everyone who has problems like that needs to go to like Twitter and just tag all the top influencers. You're not even me. Everyone above, bigger than me. Do you know what I mean? Your digital asset investors, your crypto areas, your fucking Kevin Cages, the ones like over and well over 20k subs, massive like fucking Mr. XRP and people like that. You're fucking 20 to 30k views a day, mate. Go to there, like tag them in Twitter, get people talking about it, get people like what the fuck, and then someone will. That's all I do in the end. I just tweet them and like what's going on. I'm not receiving a support ticket. Make sure you're checking your spam. And you haven't missed the ticket, keep checking your emails daily. Because you need to be on them support tickets. Because I'm telling you now, especially with a Wirex one. And the Uphold one. So if you're getting the Uphold one where you're not allowed 2 personal accounts. And you're going through the support ticket. Say like you try to turn one into a business account. You need to get on them support tickets and stay on them. Because if you leave them too long, you will receive another email saying like, we haven't heard from you. So we're assuming that you're okay with it being closed. And they'll close it. And you need to keep up to date with your emails. I know it's hanging and your email box can be full of shit. You don't even know what to search for subject and that time. You're literally going to have to scan through it daily to make sure you're not missing the support tickets. Because if you do, you're potentially like missing the solution to your problem and you're still stressing about it and the fucking answer's right there in your spam. But failing that, it needs to be, you just need to go on Twitter and shout as loud as you can, tagging everyone you can. Do a post like I Am Legion does where he tags about 200 people. Legitimately do one of them. Get deleted off Twitter, Scott.
Bitty's just about to break 36k again.
See, I can understand, John, if people haven't got money on the platform and haven't used the platform for 3 to 6 months. You may have had an email saying you haven't used the platform for a bit. We're looking at closing your account. Something like, I don't know. Just random shit like that people might have missed. But people who are getting it closed while they've got assets on there is just an absolute joke, and that should never happen. But empty accounts, or even accounts in the red, like Wirex, because you've not been putting £1 a month on, and you had it at 0, it's just your on-ramp. You go on and you jump right straight off into Bitrue or into your Ledger or Binance, wherever. And you end up in the minus because you're not spending a monthly and you haven't paid into Wirex for 6 months. You loan £6. They might then close your account. Do you know what I mean? So there's little things like that as well. Keeping up with fees and shit. That's why I just deleted Wirex. Mine was at -1. I went back on. mine popped up one day. It's like, you owe us £1. I was like, no, you can get off my fucking phone, mate. See you later. So Wirex can do what they want with that account now. Don't give a shit.
Revolut will have a banking license soon in the UK.
You just need to get your assets off Wirex, get them to Coinbase or Uphold,
Or a ledger.
or the cold storage. You control yourself. I know I've been an advocate of Wirex in the past, and I've supported Wirex a lot in the past, but it only takes a couple of bad experiences to make someone just be like, no. And it wasn't really the bad experiences. I'm willing to put up with that. I've had bad experiences with Uphold. I've had to tweet. I've had experiences with Coinbase having to wait 72 hours to get back into my account because I changed phone number. Shit like that. You've had to put up with it. But with Wirex, the last straw came when they was charging people to just keep crypto on there. They took 5% of Sebastian's crypto off him for 2 fucking months without me even realising that it had been done. So that was the day where Sebastian's crypto got moved to a Zoom account and my Wirex got deleted off my phone and it got deleted off my mum's phone. And now I'm in charge of Seb's assets rather than my mum on the Wirex. If it wasn't for that 5% a month custody charge, then I'd still have Wirex on my phone for emergency buy-ins on sellouts and shit. Do you know what I mean? You never know which is going to be down the day you want to sell. And I don't care whether it's for fuel or because we've mooned. Excuse me. Can you imagine how blocked and clogged and bottlenecked it could be in the future if everyone's ended up millionaires and people can't even sell fucking 100k out on a Saturday? I mean collectively, I don't mean one person there. I mean, imagine everyone who's trying to sell out when it's at 40k and Coinbase is going down and Uphold under maintenance and this goes under maintenance and that's down. You're like, fucking hell, what's it going to be like in 2023? This is why we still need more platforms. And the existing platforms need bigger servers and more liquidity.
Scott, give me 5 minutes, I'll be back.
Yeah, no danger, mate. So what they say, Jude, they say 5% per month, or no more than like a fiver's worth. But the thing is, it's a fiver's worth at the time of a digital asset, so it could easily, that fiver, a few months later, could have actually have been worth 50 quid or 500 quid. So it's not even just the amount they're taking off you, it's the fact that they're taking an appreciating asset off you. It's bullshit. And you've also got to pay the quid. So you're paying £1 to have the account open, and then you're paying 5% or I think £5. Fucking holding. Did they call it holding fee or something? Put that fucking dude out. Wirex custody fee. We'll go custody fee. It's fucking. Do you know what? I hate it when you have to read full pages for shit. Welcome our service. Like, I just wanted an answer. FA, frequently asked questions, man. Do you know what? I'm just gonna put this in here for you, John. And anyone else who's having problems, there might be a few links and that you can chase in here for any problems. Right, the storage fee. If you don't transact using Wirex services for 9 months, up to 18 months, we'll charge you a storage fee to store your balances with us. Transacting includes withdrawal, deposit, exchange or transfer. We'll provide you with 30 days notice by email before we begin charging the storage fee. The storage fee only applies if you have balances with us. No storage fee will apply if you do not hold any funds on your Wirex account. So that's why I want informed, because I never had any on my Wirex. I bought on Wirex and then started moving it, where I do it with Uphold now. Whereas my mum, we put Sebastian's assets on the Wirex account and then we just left them for months and months and months. So in the end, this update and this new ruling came in, and they started being charged. So for fiat balances, the storage fee will be charged at a rate of €5 euros per month and per balance at the current prevailing exchange rate. The crypto balances, the storage fee will be charged at a balance rate of 0.2% of account balance monthly, or the minimum of £5 per month. So whichever's a minimum. Bullshit that. If you don't transact with us for 18 months or longer, we'll charge you a storage fee at a rate of £5 per month per balance at the current prevailing exchange rate. For crypto balances, the storage fee will charge equivalent cryptos per day. Yeah, storage. Right, so you may close your account profile and YRX multi-currency account anytime with us for any reason by contacting us. However, you may not close your YRX profile or YRX multi-currency account while YRX is conducting an investigation into your use of the YRX service, or while you have remaining balance on your YRX multi-currency account. Even if your YRX profile is closed, you will remain liable for any actions taken through your YRX profile prior to closure. Interesting. This has me thinking I should have actually closed that account rather than just deleting the app. Probably come at me in a year or something like, you owe us 12 quid for last year. I'll just be like, nah, you can close that, son. Customer support. I know. Oh, what's an email address? June, it's weird, isn't it, June? Because people moan about banks, and the next thing it's like crying for regs and shit, and letting exchanges and that do exactly what a bank would anyway. It's almost like the tide's turning, so it's all just too unfair. There's too many fees, too many this, there's too many that, but it's only on certain platforms. Like I say, Uphold I've got no problems with. I think the commission rates are extremely good. I've not had a problem with Uphold for quite a while now. You'll have to go down my tweets to see when it actually was, because I would have tweeted about it. I couldn't get in the accounts. Just ended up letting one close, and I've just got one personal Uphold account now. I haven't got a business one. Uphold, John. Alright, just... Why are you sending your XRP from Uphold to Coinbase? Yes, Crypto Clan. Yeah, they are doing the taking of that pass. That's an interesting sentence. Extremely interesting. Go and make noise on Twitter, man. Yes, Khan. Not much, mate. Not much. We was looking at the UK document on the Treasury classifying XRP as a non-security asset. It's not really like yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. It's really, they should have just said, gets classified as an exchange token. So the UK Treasury has classed it as an exchange token along with Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP. It's interesting. The link's in the description to the article if you want to go and give it a read. And if you click the report hyperlink, it'll take you to the document. It's interesting with what's going on in America and the SEC. It's interesting to get such a document off the UK, like almost within a couple of weeks after that coming out. This is only 6 days old, this report. 6 days old. It is from January this year. So we waited a hell of a long time, didn't we? We was scouring document after document after document in 2018, all the way up to winter 2018 into 2019, and even beyond that. We was scouring documents, waiting for them to mention XRP alongside others. Yes, Chris. They used to always mention Bitcoin and Ethereum, but just leave XRP out. Even on CNBC and that used to show crypto prices and leave XRP off. It was ridiculous. And now eventually, right after the SEC news, within weeks, we've got a document like this that legitimately just names XRP as an exchange token, which we've always knew it was. We call it a bridge asset. No different. Exchange token, bridge asset. It's all just terminology. It means the same thing. Which is why that guy before, I've not seen a comment of him since. He was saying it was no use case.
Not at all.
Nothing. There he is. Rock on.
No use case.
Rock on. Mate, they still say ripples. Some do, don't they? Some media outlets and people, when they talk about it, still say ripples. Bet Tone Vase still says ripples, mate. Madness. See all these people now in the news and on the MSN, like Tone Vase, like Pomp, all them BTC people that are getting massive, and they're getting the awareness because BTC is the one at the top, and it's the one that's done the most gains, and it's the one that's made the most millionaires already. Believe me, them people in 2025 are different people altogether, and they're the people that were in multiple assets in the internet of value that knew what was coming, saw what was coming. I'm not saying I'm going to be one of them. Could end up saying no. But you will see. You will see them. Like I'm saying, Crypto Era will be on the Japanese news outlets talking about XRP and internet value and that in the end. She will be. Just like Pomp and Tone Vase are going all around America and Malta and all that shit. It will be. Kevin Cage will probably do it in America. But it's if they choose to. The people coming on camera are probably going to do it. They'll be like, yeah, I'll go there and talk about that. No danger. The people who don't do it on camera, they may not. You'll have to see. You'll have to. It all depends why they don't do it on camera, don't it? Are they willing to go in a fucking news studio if they won't film themselves in their own little studio? I don't know. But it'll be interesting. By 2025, we'll have a whole new field of people out there talking about the internet of value. People like Tone Vase and Pomp, they're getting the limelight at the moment now because of the state of the market.
Yeah, wait till they start regulating Bitcoin. Lagarde's already been calling for it.
Well, it's next, isn't it? It'll rip right through them. It'll rip right through them. Once they're done with XRP.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong now, guys. It was a conversation we had before. Like half of my head knows. I don't just think it could. I know it can be thrown out. The next people in can just be like, we're not even going to pursue that. It's done. That can happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I just know it can. So half of my head's like, well, that could happen. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on the 20th and moving into February. But again, I agree with other people. It could be a several month, year, 2 year case. I still don't think XRP is going to be suppressed all the way through it. I think once Americans are locked out, the rest of the world will just trade it on and on. I think like you'll still have some Americans now at the moment panic selling and that affecting the price. It's also, I think most people would want to agree that it's decoupled from the rest of the market with the amount of pairs that are actually out there now, but that's open for debate, really. John Love, dark days ahead for BTC. I said it early on. I said I don't think it will take much for half of Bitcoin's current value to flood into altcoins. Like, I just don't. And again, it just becomes probability. Are we setting up for this big fucking bear trap? I've always imagined it'd come. Do you know what I mean? You could imagine that it's been being done now on the Americans in a certain way. Like, not the typical bear trap you'd see on a chart, but they've legitimately fucking trapped them all in thinking it's going to... Mate, how many people were crying zero?
Oh, mate.
Like, this is what I need to get all people...
Sell all your XRP.
Mate, it got ridiculous that fucking week. Like, seriously ridiculous, the kind of people that was getting messages off saying you should sell and that. And like... Days later, it had doubled.
I felt like Neo dodging bullets that week.
Me, as I put that gif in the thingy, you know, it was funny that. But yeah, it got proper bad, mate. So they've already kind of like bear trapped half of American XRP holders. They've done it. They also, and it even, they are right. I don't want to judge people, and I don't want it's not their fault at all that they don't know English as linguistically as we do when we type and speak it. But if you see Africans online and Asians online and it's ridiculously broken English and they're reaching out to people, America has got a massive, massive voice globally. It just has. It has. So them kind of people are going to look to that for influence. So not only have they bear trapped half of America, that has then caused half of the rest of the world to jump on it as well, because they're in forums like CoinTrader on Facebook where everyone's just like, it's go to zero, it's a scam. And you legitimately see Africans and Asians on there like, oh, do you really? And again, I get bad empathy me at time, and I'm nearly going into the chat saying, listen, man, you end up like fucking...
Trying to help them out, and then you get hate for it, don't you?
I have to leave it alone. I write paragraphs at times and then just be like, nah, do you know what, fuck this, it's not worth it. Delete it and walk away. And
try and
I
give
feel
someone
even
some
worse for a minute because I still want to help the person, but people just need to hold on. It's like what we said to people originally, only invest money that you're willing to lose. You was always willing to watch most of the assets go to zero anyway, so what's changed?
If it goes to zero, we just go back to work.
And you should never be selling one asset to buy another asset. You should stay in every asset you got in until you was planning to get out of it. Give it time, have patience, have faith. And if you want to diversify, throw some new money in. It's as simple as that. Too many people coming up to me, should sell this for that, should sell that for that. It's like, no, I shouldn't. I want some of that. I should find some new money to put in and buy some. And diversify more. Protect my portfolio. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, June. It rippled right across the world, that. And
excuse the pun.
Again, I wasn't trying to attack the foreigners' intelligence by the way they type. I was trying to say like the way trolls will get on and that, and they'll take like, you call it gullible, call it whatever you want, but it's just expecting people to be fucking honest. Is that so much to ask? You ask a question online and expect people to be honest. Is that too much to ask? To believe what the guy writes when you've asked the question, is that gullible? It gets to me, that, mate. I sit there all the time thinking like, this is fucking... You get bad empathy, hence why we medicate, so we stop caring. Because it gets bad at times. Yeah, I get he's just put Telegram's proper funny for that. Putting the Ripple chat changes like the wind. It's crazy. It's crazy. One paragraph said a certain way, produced with some FUD article that's got a massive headline that's just wrong, what no one else reads. They don't read the article, they read the headline, and then they run with it, and they're like, oh, well, fucking hell, that's happening and that, innit? Well, no. Did you read the article, mate? Nice the deadline.
Yo, thanks,
Yes,
Crypto
Crypto
Lou.
Lou. Mwah, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, Scott, you're rubbing it in for, Scott. Why, man? What have I done to you, mate? What have I done to you, mate? Did we use a chain link app over there? Nah, I don't know, mate. I just don't like to look at chain link.
Crypto Lou, if I got any advice there, don't let your wife influence your decision. Just that's the advice from me.
Yeah, let me just let me have a look to see if Chainlink app's on my app store before I move on to that. Oh no, that's the maps, not the Play Store. So you've actually got. Where are you, Scott? Chainlink app. So you don't mean a wallet here, do you?
Not seen that.
Yeah, nah, there's some fakey ones there though. Defo some fakey ones.
There is some dodgy ones on
Naughty Google, get them off. Okay, Google. Get them off. No, it doesn't seem like we've got the Chainlink app. Crypto Lou, thank you for the donation. It's appreciated. Finally proved to my wife XRP is real. Now the SEC cut me deep. I've been feeling really tempted to sell a heavy XRP bag. Ooh. Advice, Crypto Lou, would be. I mean, I'd like to know why you went in the first place, what you was expecting, and how much you leveraged. If you need the money, that's your decision. No one can make that for you, mate. If you've got a lot of money in it, and you're thinking, shit, could use a bit of that right now, or need a bit of that. Not even could use, fuck that, leave that in. I need a bit of that right now. Get some out. You fucking need some money, mate. If you don't need it, and you went in willing to watch it go up and down, like that, like a fucking salmon up a fucking river, right? Leave it till 2023, mate. And just, hopefully your missus will sit there and hold your hand in the dips. Hopefully I'm right. Like my left side's right, and it blows over quick, and it's not a drawn out court case and that. And yeah, hopefully it's over. I mean, just if you're in the States, which is $4 US dollars, so I'm guessing you are. Just you only got 6 days. You can't fucking sell it, mate. So just ride it till then. And then you're in whatever, you're locked in the vault then, G, until it's done. That's personally what I do. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm trying to just give a little insight as to what I'd maybe do in your position. But I'm leaving mine and mine staying in, mate. Unless I need money. I got to be perfectly honest, I'd sell my car. I've got $2.5 grand, $3 grand in my car, mate. I can get the tram to work. We can bus it. If I needed a couple of grand right now, I would not sell XRP. I'd sell my fucking car before I sold them now. None of that. But again, only you can make that decision. I say it all the time. Try not to be influenced off other people's decisions. Remember why you went in. Remember what you believed in. And don't let the SEC take it off you, man.
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon, exactly. Everywhere else in the world is just getting on with it and doing bits, especially Japan, regards to XRP. Do you know what I mean? So my vantage point is I'm just seeing what happens and see how it plays out.
I reckon by the end of the year you're gonna have all these stable coins popping up on the XRPL.
As well as F assets. Well, they could all end up F assets. We'll have to look a little bit deeper into how that works. All the wrapped ones will be, won't there? Any wrapped? Anything that you're going to like... If you again, it comes down to the staking. I don't know whether you can only stake Flare. If you can stake Flare, XRP, stake whatever you want. Maybe if you stake whatever you want, you get... if you stake BTC on Flare Network, you might get FBTC. Like an F asset of Bitcoin.
Did you get that stuff with Litecoin the other day? Litecoin putting some stuff on Flare or something.
FLTC. So
Is that
an
what
F
you're saying?
asset,
Yeah.
a Litecoin. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where. I mean, and again, I'm no fucking developer or expert, mate. I'm going off tweets and headlines and articles I've read, and I'm still waiting for a little bit more information. But it would seem so, yeah, that the staking leads to F assets of other coins, which would be your wrapped version on Flare. It'll start with F and then whatever its actual, whatever the asset is. So FBTC, FLTC, FEFA. Fuck EFA. That's mint. Only just realised that.
Feather.
Never sell, always hold. Thoughts on RSR?
Reserve rights in it. That.
We got none.
I
don't think I have. It's not ringing a bell that I even know what it is. When I see the reserve rights, you just say.
Yeah.
When I see it, it might ring bells. Let me have a go,
is it Crypto Mob? They've been pretty hot on that. RSR. Lee.
Reserve a stable coin for scaling prosperity. Reserve rights token. A stable currency.
Yeah. Alarm bells. It's gonna be anything but stable, isn't it? You're gonna see this now. It's just gonna be
hey,
like.
You've seen Tether? That's what I pulled Tether's chart up. How the fuck's that stable?
Oh yeah. And that's
like the fucking Himalayas, mate.
Isn't it?
Like the Rocky Mountains, that lad.
It's about as stable as XRP.
That's all. That, mate. You asked me a question for me, basically. How's that stable? In what way, shape, or form is that stable?
How fast is the transaction? Is it an ERC20 token?
What we're actually to there? RSR to USD.
Is it ERC?
It has a current circulating supply of 9.35 billion coins and a total volume exchange of 174 million. Farmer severed. Would I? Probably shoulda. Probably shoulda. Probably shoulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda in March, man. Real talk. Real talk. Shoulda, woulda, coulda in March.
RSB, RSR. One of them's the fuel then, yeah? So it was probably an ERC.
RSR's deep pocket. Like, in what ways it's stable, Colin? No, this is what I'm like. It's something in the head's just like struggling to. I'm like, just not having it. Computer says no. Brain says no. Let's go to follow so we see some tweets.
I think Boo's in RSR.
I want to start seeing the tweets. Right, well, he only came here for one thing, the official seat. Right, reserve is a flexible pool of... we're getting we're a pool now. We're a pool.
Mint
It's a
and
pool
redeem.
now, it's not just a fucking coin now, is it? Now the game's changed.
Is that mint and redeem
Designed to
spot?
reduce risk through diversification and decentralized governance. Mint and redeem RSV. To everyday users, reserve is just an app for buying, holding, and spending digital users. Interesting. Introducing reserve stable digital currency. Reserve protocol explained at the London Business School. "51 minutes, brah."
Hi guys, thank you for your patience. We have reserved all of that.
Man, that was loud.
Oh,
that's long. No, yeah, we're not committing to that. But what? Watch it. You want to watch it, guys? Bah. So, I mean, it's interesting that because it makes sense now. Reserve, and there's a pool. Connected to someone at PayPal. RSV is the stable coin and RSR is the fluctuating coin. Interesting, it's complicated, but they're using the Venezuela to pay for things. It confuses me. Oh, fucking, which don't, mate? Once you open the thing, centralized stage. So the reserve token, RSV, a stable cryptocurrency that can be held and spent the way we use US dollars and other stable fiat money. So RSV is the stable reserve token. You are right. Hated but rated. The reserve rights token, RSR, a cryptocurrency used to facilitate the stability of the reserve token. Interesting. And then there's collateral tokens, other assets that are held by the reserve smart contract in order to back the value of the reserve token. Similar to when the US government used to back the US dollar with gold, the protocol is designed to hold the collateral tokens worth at least 100% of the value of all reserve tokens. Many of the collateral tokens will be tokenized real-world assets such as tokenized bonds, property, and commodities. The portfolio will start off relatively simple and diversify over time as more asset classes are tokenized. That's extremely interesting. Will diversify over time as more asset classes are tokenized. In the same paragraph, it mentions how the US used to do it against gold.
They're using their own gold.
I like. No, I do like that. So far, so good. I hope, hated but rated, that provides a little bit of clarity on the actual tokens. Again, protocol, you can go where I've just come. You can go there on your desktop or phone, and it seems to be carrying on how the reserve token is stabilized. So it tells you. So if you're confused, mate, get yourself on here. Just have a little read of it. That goes for anyone else as well. I'll have a read of it in my own time as well. Where can I buy these?
MetaMask, I'm guessing. If they're on
Uniswap.
MetaMask, yeah.
Massive
if they're
fees,
on there,
bro. Bitrue or some massive fees on there, innit, man?
Binance probably have it.
Binance. Yeah, it needs to be on an exchange that aren't going to charge the fees Uniswap.
It was like $20 the other day. It was on Uniswap.
Ridiculous.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's ridiculous, mate.
Yeah.
Silver it in 50 an ounce. Ooh, better get some more of it then, Anna. Better get some more then, quick, lad. Not got nowhere near as much silver as I want, but it's hard, innit? Like, I bought some the other week. I was like, we should have put that in fucking crypto, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice to start your silver collection, and it's nice to have a little bit there. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't feel it's gonna
More ROI on crypto, isn't it? But it's nothing wrong with it.
It's not that. Not even if it goes, it's only on its longevity net worth that, and a shit. It's the fan value. It's basically prepping value, like fucking doomsday prepping, but with value, not food and shelter. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking precious metals and metals in the end, mate. could be worth a hell of a lot. And even if they're not, they're going to appreciate anyway, and it's family wealth, that shit, innit? Do you know what I mean? In the end, once you've accumulated enough of it, you get it in a fucking safe, and you've basically got your own precious metal reserves. You talk about being your own bank. You're fucking, that's becoming your own central bank with fucking reserves, mate. Not only have you got digital reserves, you've got physical metal reserves.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's where I want to be in the end. Controlling most of it, if not all of it, myself. I say, mate, it was our thinking the other day, like, we should all just buy boats and just fuck off into international water, man. Find somewhere where we can get into international water where it's still pretty shallow and just build a floating fucking city. Fuck it, why not? Why the fuck not, mate?
Connect up to Starlink, innit?
Mate, they're already building hotels that travel around the world, floating on that. So, like, legitimately, everyone's like, oh, yeah, loads of the crypto community should buy an island and do a crypto community on the island. It's like, fuck that, because it'll be in someone's jurisdiction. Build a fucking island in international waters, and then it's ours, man. And our own laws, our own government will make a fucking country. Just like Dubai are doing off their coast.
RSR 3p on Binance.
Yep, June.
3 cents, I think.
Can't have everything. But it's nice to aspire. It keeps you progressing. Like, serious, real talk. I ruin my fucking life, man. In the pub all the time, getting nicked. Whether I was pissed up and fucking just being a dickhead, I was getting nicked. It made it so I couldn't do the job I was actually doing at one point, firing security and CCTV cameras and that. So I've had to change jobs because of it, and then you struggle to get any other jobs, and then I crashed my car on the road, and the police have got a big dirty tweet out about it and all that. But since crypto, my debt's gone down, net worth's gone up, doing extremely better. You start grabbing some precious metals and all that, and then before you know it, you're going in the right direction. So you can't have everything, Michael, but the more you aspire to get and become, that's the direction you're going to be heading in, innit, mate? I just wish I had my head screwed on when I was 18. I'd have never even gone to the pub. I literally wouldn't have. I'd have stayed away from it. I would have stayed away. Ruined me that place. It feels good to see them all close, if I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, Kung Fu Tuber, you're not wrong there, and obviously for a shit at the fan situation, prepping wise, to be able to barter in a post World War III world, or the post Yellowstone eruption, or post mass earthquakes and whatever happens to decimate it, to be able to barter with farmers and people who can make clothes and people who can make whatever I need with a little bit of metal. Little pieces of silver are perfect for that, but for your generational wealth and reserves and to save space, yeah, you're going to start wanting gold. And buy it soon, because it's not fucking cheap. Not a kilogram of that ain't cheap. Exactly, Scott. Exactly. June and others have said the same, mate. And once you start adding to one bag, it's pretty easy to just keep adding to it. Again, you just need to make sure you don't over leverage yourself. Just don't over leverage, because you know when you have, because you pull it out a little bit. And again, if you're going to over leverage, make sure it is in something like crypto, where you can just say, right, I'm just going to over leverage a little bit this week in the hope that it goes up a little bit. The way you might leverage a 50 quid you didn't think you could, and it ends up 100 quid a week later, but it could also end up 25 quid. So they're the chances you take. It's can't move forward without mistakes, mate. Mate, I learned. It just took me a while to learn from him, mate, to be perfectly honest. Didn't really... It's wrong to say I ruined my life, because it's clearly not ruined. It's getting better. I ruined my 20s. And it's took 6 fucking years to turn that shit around to where it is now. 10 years, if I want to be honest. I did a personal training course in 2010. That's when I properly stopped drinking, pretty much. I've been drunk a few times since, but I literally just can't be bothered drinking anymore. I don't do it. It's poison. I don't want it in my life. I don't want it in my body. I don't judge people who do it. It's up to them. Just ask that they don't judge me for my vice, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a vice as well as a bit of medication. Crypto Lou! Didn't have to do that again, but I appreciate it.
Fair.
Got me balls, crypto, digital asset investor, love for crypto. Got balls deep in XRP. Know what he hold. Phoenix Rising, baby. Keep telling yourself that, man. Seriously, like I say, it's we all need to remember why we went in, what we believed in, and block out the noise. Legitimately, block out the noise. Stop letting it in. Don't let other people's opinions influence yours too much. Don't get me wrong, it's good to change your opinion and expand your knowledge and that every now and then. But in that respect, you've got to be careful who you're listening to. Especially when 25% of the market are freaking the fuck out and selling all their assets. Stop it! Another legend hack.
Spotify.
Through Spotify into Ledger.
Spotify?
Spotify's back door's been kicked in.
I didn't realise you could connect your ledger to Spotify.
I don't think you can. I think that's part of the blag though. To pull people in. What do they mean, Ledger and Spotify? Boom.
Well, I can listen to tunes on my ledger.
Boom.
Store music.
I wonder how many clicks you'd get in to that email. Like, I wonder how many hyperlinks you can click before they're asking for a wallet address. Or asking you to send money here.
NFT beats.
Cheers, Kung Fu Tube. I appreciate it. Oh, what it would have been like to get in like 2010. I think in my head, when I was on my way to that PT course, legitimately changing my life. A PT course we spent like £3,000 on. I could have just sat at home, bought £3 worth of Bitcoin, and chilled for 5 years, like on the dole waiting. Legitimately could have, like, instead of becoming a failed PT in my area, I couldn't sell it. I got myself ripped up, mate. I'm lean as fuck, but no one else in the area wanted it for some reason, so fuck them. I'll just live lean myself. I will be opening a fitness centre post moon. I'm looking at doing some online courses towards the back end of this year, really, or some online training with some people who've got websites for gyms already. We'll have to see how that plays out and expand from there. But Ledger. Is there anything in the news? Can any of the mods drop? Can you? Shopify got hacked.
Still don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know if Spotify, sorry's not really clarified that. Yeah, schools.
Oh yeah.
I think the private schools will teach a little bit of economics and shit. I think they do. Or they will at a certain age. I know public schools don't, but I think private schools will. Right, Ledger hack, Spotify. I mean, why am I writing Spotify here with Ledger? Yeah, I'm level 3, Famo. Level 3 PT. Qualified. It's been years since I did like a fucking continued development fucking course or whatever the fuck they call them. Continued points development. Continuous development points. CDP. Is that what they are? Continuous development point. Continuous. Yeah, I haven't done any of them in a while, but I'm a level 3. Please sell cake in your gym. High protein cake. You'll be there. I love cake, me. I eat cake. Man lives on Greg's burgers and pizzas. Cappuccinos. Basically. Waffles. Waffles. That's the potato I'm eating lately.
What bird's eye?
Heartburn. Yeah, but I get heartburn off potato, and I've had heartburn recently, and I've been like, what potato have I ate recently? And I'm fucking the waffles with my burgers, man.
What, a waffle in the burger?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I just eat the waffle.
Do you ever put
baked
beans in the waffle and then put it in the burger?
Nah, but sometimes I stack waffles
Yeah.
with cheese in between them.
Oh.
So it all just melts right through them. And then
Not
you
a fan of
leave it
cheese,
5
but-
minutes and turn it over. And then it melts back through.
Fills all the squares up, yeah?
Cheesy waffles, mate. Users data leaked amid the Shopify incident. Shopify, fucking hell. And I still put Spotify. Oh, no, you might need an S there, Scott.
Spotify.
You might want shop. Learn to fucking spell.
I don't read any emails from Ledger anyway.
They might.
Fuck that. Just fishing everywhere.
Do you know what? I think I might have got. Mine are in my spam, I think. If I'm even getting them. Let me just check my spam. I'm stopped by right. Refresh.
I spend more time unsubscribing to emails than I do reading them.
Outsmart your pain. How good your eyesight? Outstarted on coaching business. New short time. Oh! Way to become rich in 2021. Who wants that? Bitcoin news. Bitcoin money. You've been chosen to make thousands. Become certified, blah, blah. Oh, there's it. I mean, some Bitcoin, the biggest millionaire. I mean, not really. Bitcoin era. They don't seem like scammy. Seems like annoying news that's been put in my spam. Let me check my real inbox.
Oh.
Not really. Can't really. I mean, are people getting these daily? They're getting these daily or what? Because I'm not really getting anything. Binance, Sports Direct, customer service. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any scammy emails. Really, nothing beyond the usual spam you get from cookies.
Scott Bullish, the criminals know who has the most XRP, where you live, and just maybe they show up one day to take your nanox in your family. Thanks, Ledger. They don't know how much XRP you got. The only thing they could do is create a map.
He's put that there, look like Scott. Love that, mate. The criminals know who has the most XRP where you live. Just maybe they show one day to take nanox in your family.
Do you remember?
As long as they leave me in the house, mate. So.
Do you remember Jan said there was a map somewhere and like all the postcodes that they take?
One of them next to your chair, right? But also within arm's reach, you have something like that. It's going in the neck, that mate. I don't give a shit. And if his mate behind him has still got some balls after that's gone in his bro's neck, that's taking his fucking head off, bro. So if someone wants to come and try and take my XRP, I'll actually give you 100 grand if you get in my kitchen. Post moon, I ain't got 100 grand yet. But I'll let you know when the day comes. I'll challenge people to get in my kitchen with your legs. So you can get through that doorway with your legs, dickhead. Set up some servo booby traps as well. That's what we're talking about. Someone outside, like, have you got one of these? Have you got one of these? I've got my staff as well. I've just not finished it yet. A big fucking resin end on that, mate. Imagine that round your head. It's more like for hiking and that though than fighting. Or we could just get this out and shoot him in the fucking eye.
Of course, that's just a hockey stick.
Yeah. One of them. It's got the lock on it. You won't be able to get it out. Criminals can suck my juicy ass cheeks. Need a katana. I was looking at katanas the other day, you know.
Oh, man.
That's quite interesting you should say that, because I was legitimately looking at them the other day. Is that the key for that? No.
That's my choice of weapon on Cyberpunk 2077, the katana.
Yeah.
Mad things. Yeah, slicing them.
Want two with a belt, really. Proper samurai has two katanas.
Mantis blades, that's what you want.
Shoot the motherfuckers. What? We'll shoot him in the eye. When they come to get the fucking zerps.
You see fucking the old Bill coming through your door. Coming in through behind you.
Mate, I'm on my own land with fucking with legal shit. What am I gonna do? It's loaded. Be careful with that.
Is that for your food when you go camping?
No, it's to shoot targets, Chris. You know the score, mate, within the UK.
Cans.
Right.
Couple of cans.
You can, you know what, right? The law's on the thing, you know, for people who don't know. A legal shop. You just need permission off the landowner. You need permission off the landowner. You need to make sure the projectile, you do everything in your power to make sure the projectile doesn't leave the land. And it has to be 50 yards, I think, or 150 yards away from a road. Reminds me of an NPC from Fallout 76. Yeah, it's a 2-2 striker, famo. 2-2 striker.
Scott's not glitching out all over the place. What do you mean?
Latest, John. Bit of high voltage goes a long way. Yeah, it should set up an electric and a bit of a trap, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's why with the katanas you have the 3 different sizes as well. Tube in your house for protection. You have the 2 big ones for going out. The shorter ones are for close quarters. But you should always be packing 2 in case you drop one. Like you too, famo. Appreciate that. Like, is this Shopify hack actually recent? Or is it just more people just still getting emails over it after months? Wasn't it like 6 months ago? Or was the 2? Is it a minor one and then a major one last year? I don't even use Ledger anymore. Should probably tell them to remove me data, shouldn't I? I'm trying to think back now, and I'm sure fucking Kurt might have ordered them. Because I think Kurt ordered 2. And I got one with him. And then I was given the others off Ledger. I don't know if my details have even been...
You can see, can't you, on that? Have I been pwned? Remember that site that you can give us? You put your email address in and it will show you all the sites you've been breached on. I got breached way back in like 2007 for RuneScape, I think. Way back, probably before then. The same email address.
Yeah, you'd need training with katanas if you were gonna fight someone trained or someone like that. But close quarter, if you just had a short one, you just like fucking whack on the shoulders and they're fucking gashed open, mate, and do with their arms then, mate. They ain't lifting their arms up. You put 2 slashes in someone's deltoids, they're not lifting their arms up without extreme fucking pain, mate. Ain't doing shit. They're not doing shit. You just slice their fucking delts off, mate. They won't be able to lift their arm. The muscle's not there to do it. Like, you know? It's like cutting a bicep off and thinking you can do that. It's not happening. Yeah, the thing is, if I'd have bought off Ledger, I'd have probably used a personal email. I don't think I'd have used that to buy the Ledger, but Kurt might have at the time. But again, we had an agent and all that. We're not using for, we're not really done anything with Ledger for the fucking ages, but we had an affiliate manager with him. So he obviously had our email address somewhere and in a
Matty is gone.
And shit. So
it's someone else now.
Yeah, it
Matty.
is.
Brian.
I haven't spoke to the new person since he emailed me.
Pretty swift.
You know what, Scott? I nearly bought a crossbow at one point, but it's actually illegal to hunt with them now. So it's a fucking pot. I actually don't know if they can be used in pest control. But I don't know any farmers that'll let me do pest control. Wish I actually did. If anyone's in the UK with a farm and got a few rabbits eating your carrots, that striker will put them out, bro. And we'll have some nice stew. So the Ledger breach was June, but the data was leaked in December. So the breach, they sucked the data out in June, and then 6 months later in December, they actually released the data that they'd got from the hack, by the sounds of that. I've not had much training with any proper swords, if I'm being perfectly honest. I do fuck about with myself a little bit on fields and on the veil and with weapons. I'm not gonna lie there. But yeah, as for sparring, not with a prang and fucking swords and shit. Nah. Wouldn't mind it though. Wouldn't mind it. We'll get some. I was debating getting a bow staff, and then I ended up making that fucking hiking staff. Yes, Gary. Evening.
What's happening, Gary?
Yes, Sticky Bud. I'm good, thanks. Hope you're well. Yeah, do you know what? Like, dude, it's probably should sign up to the Lake District fucking squirrel team, but I don't think anyone will ever leave it. You know, once people get onto the team, it's going to become a nearly a lifelong hobby, that, and it's basically going to the Lake District to shoot fucking grey squirrels, to reintroduce the red squirrels. Be interesting if we maybe just bought some fucking land somewhere and just set something like that up. Bought some woodland and did a red squirrel fucking Santra. You'd get a lot of media attention, that, in the UK. Yeah, do you know what? Them wrist slingshots are naughty, aren't they? Like proper naughty. Just sent me an email. Have you gone, Chris?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was coughing up.
Yeah, on December 23rd, Shopify had e-commerce service provider inform Ledger of an incident involving merchant data. So Ledger actually sell ledgers through Shopify. That's what happened. It was through that.
Slow June.
So rogue agents of the Shopify customer support team obtained Ledger customer transactional records in April and June 2020. See you, June. And it's related to the incident reported by Shopify in September, which concerns more than 200 merchants. But until December 21st, 2020, Shopify had not identified this affected ledger as well. We regret to inform you that part of customers' detailed personal information was stolen by Shopify rogue agents. Specifically, your name and surname, detail of products ordered, phone number, and your postal address were exposed. I haven't received this email, me. Not to my knowledge. If you forwarded. So if you want to search your emails for it, the subject is security notice in capitals. Ledger included in Shopify database breach. Or is that just your email? Is that not them off there?
Jolly Carter pub. I think I've seen that somewhere. Don't Kurt like that one?
Jolly Carter. Who's put Jolly Carter?
James D. There. I'm pretty sure I've seen that on the old. Kurt's been out there, hasn't he? Is that your local?
James D. That made. I think that feels like I know that person. Who the fuck are you, James? Fuck are you, James? Who the fuck are you, mate? Who the fuck are you, mate? Who are you? Who are you? If I was a baseball player, cricketer, or any other in that type of sport, I would be able to throw a ball from where I'm sat now to the Jolly Carter. Who the fuck are you? It's legitimately yards away, like, as the crow flies. Yards, bro. Like, a fucking football pitch. Maybe a little bit more than a footy pitch. I'm fucking watching you, James.
Even spelt happy right there.
Mate. Do you know what's weird? I've got a mate who's got a brother called like James D. That won't be James, I don't think. Just chilling, Gary. We went over the HM Treasury, the paper a little bit where they mentioned XRP. And we've just been waffling shit since, really. Having a chinwag. $50 XRP end of the year after the sex shakeout. Puppy Tube HD. Imagine that. Like, imagine that. But yeah, that email hack, that's some naughty shizzle, that. And I really don't think I was involved in it. My mate, James. It's gonna start winding the stream down soon, but I need clarity off James. James. Waiting. How much of a small world would that be if his mate's legitimately moving to?
It's a bit too coincidental. That I reckon it's Kurt in disguise. Gotta be. Can't take his IP address then.
Just be like, well, I was hoping it'd say like view channel.
Yeah.
Because you've got to have you've got to be registered with a channel to even if you put nothing on it, you can't comment if you're not.
Can you click his name?
Not signed in.
No.
It's in a popped out chat, innit? James D. Tour rates like the universe wants him to troll. James D on his way for the ledger. You can fucking have it, mate. There's nothing left on it. take the ledgers are broke. Take them, mate. You'll fucking get them off my fucking hands. They're fucked. Oh. If the SEC has a problem with the XRP wealth centralization Ripple escrow, a simple solution is to airdrop it to all XRP holders one-to-one who claim it. Fuck's sake.
I'm gonna have to shoot in a minute, dude.
Yeah, I'll go in a minute. I was just hoping we'd get a little reply off James, but seems to have bolted. I'm scared him off with a parang. The simple built-in testnet faucet for the Flare network's custom will be added to the Decent Wallet's mobile app coming soon. Stay tuned.
Decent.
Decent.
Shakespeare would be rolling in his fucking grave, wouldn't he?
Do you think they'll settle or draw it out? The SEC, I've said it could be either. It legitimately could be either. I don't know what to think, mate. What happens, innit? I don't really care. In a sense that I don't really care is the fact that I don't care in the sense I think whether it's thrown out or it's drawn out, I think Ripple win it in a sense that XRP is not a security. Regardless of the fines they get for how they sold it or whatever, that might still come to pass. But the asset itself, not a security. So that's the outlook I see. It's why I don't really care. It's if on the day we get a different result than that, we'll find out how much I actually cared about which side it went down. James D. No, he was saying with some draws done and mates moving there. Might see you in there. What the fuck?
That's why they're moving to Droylsden, isn't it?
So, for perspective, from 18 to 28 to 30, the years that I was ruining my 20s, spent a hell of a lot of them in that jolly car, mate. A hell of a lot of them. Like I say, it's close to me house. I was in Clayton at Strawberry Duck and that first, but jolly I'd have probably started going in at about 22. Something like that, 2005, 2006-ish, all the way up to 2010. Madness. Your mate's moving it. If he's looking at the jolly as his local, then he's likely going to live quite close to me, mate. Like, that's mad, that. Small world shit. That's fucking crazy. You'll have to fucking come to me gaff with him and jump on a stream. It'll be sick, huh? Back garden streams in the summer. So what, we get a few fucking rigs set up somewhere in the summer. Like, we need COVID shit to end, because we could be setting up like wire events where people, I know everyone's gonna be able to play it from their house anyway, it's gonna be sick. But we could set up events and that where people come and just sit in rigs and race each other at the unit. Like, not at the unit, they could be fucking anywhere, but the cars will be at the unit. It's gonna be sick. But yeah, wind down. Oh yeah, ads. Fucking Google ads. Promoted. They promote their own ads? Other people's fucking. Stream party. Do you know what? We'll have to do it. We'll have to set it up soon, you know, where we do just drop the Zoom fucking link in the chat. So people like could legitimately have fucking 10 people's heads there all chatting away.
Well, on the weekend then we'll do it. We'll have an open stream.
Yeah. Tech talk.
If you're about.
We'll do it on Sunday. We'll do that tech talk again on Sunday.
The first like 10 people that join.
Well, it's up to 100, isn't it? I don't know whether I'll be
Is
able
it?
to stop him.
That'd
Well,
be
I have
nuts,
to admit
wouldn't it,
him. I have to admit him, yeah.
Oh.
So I suppose we could stop admitting people once 10 are in. And then we could legitimately be like talking to the community instead of just chatting in a text chat. That'd be interesting.
Put us right on the spot.
Brad, I think he is after me mage staff, mate. What if you want a mage staff though? You ought to wait till I finish it. Inside there, can you see the stones? There's like stones with the chakras on. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to file it down so you can see them better. Like, you can see the red one there at the front. Got the chakra signs on them. They're inside the resin. That top needs sanding. But there's one on the back. See it in there, the chakra sign on the stone.
Right.
I need to sand the resin off so you can see the front of the stones. You can actually see the signs. And I've got to sand the rest of it a little bit and give it one more little clear coat, and we're good to go, mate. It's finished. And it'll actually glow in the dark. It's glow in the dark resin, the blue and the reds and the yellows. All the chakra colours glow in the dark. It's going to look sick when it's done. I've just been waiting for the garage so I can put it on a vice and start sanding with a mask on. Be getting done soon. Play Guess Who with Zoo. Is it a stove for Jurassic Park with a mosquito inside? Nah, mate, but I've got to tell me, if you ever have kids, I'll be telling them it's from fucking Sumeria. It's from Sumer. Sumerian fucking war staff.
It was passed down from the gods.
From the shamanic gods of Sumer. And Mesopotamia. And Babylon and shit. It's been through every age, that shit. It's why it glows in the dark. It's storing chakra energy. That's what I'm going to tell the kid. I'm going to tell Seb. It's actually storing energy, Seb. Chakra stones pulling energy in. It's why it glows in the dark. If it's not glowing, there's no energy in it. Because scientifically, that's what's happening. The photons are being held, aren't they? And it glows, and it is, in theory, holding on to energy. Otherwise, it won't be glowing in the dark. Let's close all these tabbies down. And we'll end it. Thanks.
Nice one.
For watching me. What? Learn to spell, Scott. Jesus, wet.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, we're bouncing too, Brad. Morning video. I didn't do a morning video today. That's why I'm here now. But I'll be doing one tomorrow and Friday. I should be. Unless my alarm clock's a knobhead again. If not, see you Sunday live, guys. Get on because we will share the Zoom and we'll have a little buzz with a load of people coming in. So
Yeah.
make sure a few of you do come in. Don't let us share the Zoom number and no one actually come for the chat because I'll just be left like with a proper. Like,
We'll see if we can pass a zoot around.
We'll have a talk together. Or you can sip your whiskey, whatever you want to do. Drink your wine. It's up to you. Cappuccinos are all around.
Eat your spoon.
Invest in yourself. Invest in the internet of value. And block out the noise. Remember why you got in. Stick to your exit strategies. And block out that noise. Cheers, guys.